Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the mix. This is a call-in show, cash prize giveaway. Yes. Hey everyone. Whew. It is the last day of September. Welcome. When you come on in here, hit that like, share, like, share. If you have yet to subscribe, go ahead and smash that subscription button. If you guys did not know, tonight is the call-in show and it's the cash prize giveaway. The chat is open to subscriber mode only. So if you're subscribed, go ahead and have at it in the chat. Let's get the conversation going. As you can see, the topic of discussion is Diddy. That's for the call-in show. And to comment also in the chat, you guys. So yeah. P. Diddy sentencing prediction. What do you all think? What do you all think? I posted something in the community section, you guys. So about the sentencing recommendation. And the judge, to my understanding, not the judge, but the prosecutors is recommending 135 months. 135 months. Now, I ain't a math genius, but I did some basic math calculations. And that is equivalent to what, about 11, a little over 11 years. Sheesh. A little over 11 years. Wow. So yeah, so what do you all think the judge will give Diddy? Again, the prosecutors are recommending 11 years, basically. 11 years. So do you all think that's excessive? Call on in. Feel free to do that. 708-328-6537. This is a cash prize giveaway and a call in show. So, I mean, it's going to be random. It could be possibly a caller, or it could possibly be a subscriber, a commenter, someone who comments in the subscription, someone who comments and who subscribes to the channel. So, yeah, give me a second, you guys. Uh, what am I looking for? What? Oh, here we go. Give me a second. I'll be right back. My bad, y'all. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. It feel like a Monday, but it's Tuesday. What's going on, y'all? Drop some comments in the chat. Hey, Leanne. Hey. What's going on? This is a call-in show. How are you? How are you? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Like, share, smash that like. This is a call-in show and a cash prize giveaway simultaneously. Yes. I don't know if you guys I'm doing good, Leanne. I'm doing really well. Thank you for tuning in. How about you? That's good. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a text message. My God, baby. Oh my gosh. I'm not camming up. Not today, y'all. Oh my God, baby. He's so big. I'm sorry. I just love him so much. So what's going on? What's going on, Leanne? Cash prize giveaway call-in show. Do you have any sentencing predictions? Drop it in the chat. What do you think about the Diddy sentencing? He's supposed to be sentenced on Friday the 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd, I believe that is Friday. And yeah, he's supposed to be sentenced on Friday. And hi, Michael. Hi. Like this video. Thank you for joining. Yes. Sorry, you guys. Thank you, Michael, for tuning in. Oh, no problem, Leanne. No problem. Michael, do you have any predictions? Sentencing predictions? I don't know. Are you familiar with the Diddy situation? Are you? Are you both? He's supposed to be sentenced on Friday. And I dropped in the, my bad, you guys. I was doing something. I dropped in the community um, section of my channel the sentencing recommendation that was presented, to my understanding, by the prosecutors to the judge. Do you all think the judge is going to give him the 11 years? Do you all think that? I do not know. I don't know. But this is a call-in show, so call on in. You can call on in. You can call anonymously. 708-328-6537, 708-328-6537. You can call on in, add your 2 cents. What do you all think? What do you guys think? Sentencing prediction wise, do you think the judge is going to give P. Diddy the max? Or also, too, because I know he had a hearing last week. I didn't cover that on my channel as far as topic wise, but I am in the loop as to what is going on with his post conviction trial. I noticed last week he had a hearing. His attorneys were back in court, actually trying to get the charges thrown out, excuse me, the conviction thrown out. And state, the feds argued their case, Diddy's attorneys argued their case, and the judge was supposed to make a decision as to the convictions of the Mann Act, those 2 charges that he was convicted of, if he was going to throw it out. And yeah, so the judge has yet to make a decision. And I'm thinking, my prediction is the judge is not going to throw the convictions out. I would be surprised if he did. But far as his decision on that, I think the judge will make that decision during sentencing. I think he will be making a one-stop type of shop type of thing, if that makes sense to you all. Meaning that he's going to make his decision on throwing out the conviction that particular day, and it's going to be a no, my prediction. And then he's going to determine Diddy's sentencing. That's what I think. It's probably going to happen on the day of sentencing. That's my prediction. Now, as far as the amount, I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing he may split the baby down the middle. 5 years, as far as prison wise. Maybe. I would be shocked if this judge throws out the convictions, the 2 convictions. I would be shocked. I don't think that will happen. But this is a call-in show, so you guys can call on in. Let me know your thoughts. 708-328-6537. This is also a cash prize giveaway show. Random person will be selected. So stay tuned. Stay connected. Stay on this live. Random person will be selected for the cash prize giveaway. So drop some comments in the chat. If you're in here, drop some comments. If you subbed, drop some comments. It's going to be a random person, either via the chat or either via call-in show. So it's going to be, I can have someone monitoring this in the background. Somebody already monitoring on my behalf. So yeah, they're monitoring who's in the chat. They're helping out. Got a little help tonight. So, but yeah, so that's my that's my prediction of the entire situation with Diddy, that the judge will likely probably make his decision as to if he will throw out the convictions on the day of sentencing. So it's like, okay, we're just gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone type of language or whatever you want to use that metaphorically speaking. Hey Charmaine, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it 11 years. You said I feel it is, considering everyone was consented adults and he paid off Cassie. Hopefully he gets help therapy. My opinion, I was thinking 5 years too. Yeah, I said the judge may split the baby down the middle. 5 years, because 11, that is, I was like, sheesh, the prosecutors is going for the juggler. I said, wow, that's pretty steep. They say he's in there getting help, and he's been going through programs, and he's also, it's being reported that he has a class going on. He's teaching, I guess, a business type of class. I don't know. Yeah, Sean Combs, Leanne, that's what we're talking about. Sean Combs. Yep. That's what we're talking about, Sean Combs. So, yeah. So, like Charmaine said, I think that the judge is going to do half and half. Because I think he was, the charges is, the sentencing for each charge is 10 for each one. So that's 20 years. So it seems like, just on my opinion, the prosecutors is going, one charge 5 point whatever years and the other charge 5 point whatever years. So, but yeah. But I do believe the judge will probably make his decision about throwing out both charges on Friday, the date of sentencing. I just think the judge will come to that determination. I don't think he will throw out the charges, but I think Diddy may do 5 years. The judge may go ahead and go with 5 years. So, but yeah, Sean Combs, that's what we're talking about. Yep. Yeah, so, but this is a call-in show. If you want to call in, anyone want to call in and give their, opinion about this, feel free to. 708-328-6537, 708-328-6537. Yep. So, yeah, you can call on in and add to the conversation, or you can drop a comment in the chat. Thank you for the subs, those who are subscribed. Thank you for commenting, Leanne, Michael, Charmaine. Appreciate you guys. it feels like a Monday night for it to be Tuesday, the end of the month. This is third quarter, you guys. So this is my third quarter cash prize giveaway. So I do one each quarter. Last year, I think it was last year and the year before, I was typically doing it like every month or every month, every 2 months, something like that. I don't know. I have to go back and look at the videos, but yeah. Hi, Norjana. Hey, hit that like while y'all in here. Like, share. Hit that like. I haven't, you guys are tuning in. Okay. So yeah, you can call on in and give add your 2 cents to the conversation. Who do you think? I mean, not who do you think, but what do you think? Do you believe the judge will give Diddy 5 years? What is your prediction? Diddy sentencing prediction. That's what this is about. This show. And it's a call-in show. You could call in or you could drop some comments. Call-in number 708-328-6537. 708-328-6537. You can call on in or you could like I said, drop a comment in the chat. Drop a comment in the chat. Yes. So yeah. It's sad because like what Charmaine touched on is like when you have consenting adults in situations like this, the level of consent, I would think, and this is just my opinion, the level of consent, the level of consent with this type of situation, is it really consent if people are intoxicated or if the parties involved are intoxicated, if the parties involved are doing drugs, is that legit consent? Because legally, to my understanding, it's really not. But yeah, so that's where they're getting him at. If the sentence helps validates their experience and prevents similar abuse in the future, then the okay, Leanne. Okay. So you think the judge may probably the judge's thought process may be considering the victims, the ladies who experienced, especially Cassie. Did you all see her I'm gonna post it in the community section. She gave another victim statement. I said, oh, honestly, it almost had me in tears. I was like, oh wow. So I'm gonna post it in the community section. She gave a victim statement, basically saying, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm going off of memory. Basically, she said that she was uprooted. She uprooted her family out of New York. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that here. I know I saved it, and I'll go over it and read it a little bit. But yeah, Cassie basically is saying she feared for her life. She fears for her life. And then you have Deontay, Cassie's former stylist. He's alleging some things too, and he wrote a letter to the judge as well. So Cassie is basically saying that, hey, I'm a victim, and oh my gosh, where is that letter? I said, oh wow, I'm gonna read it here, you guys. I saved it. You guys are not gonna be able to see it, but oh no, I didn't save it. Well, maybe I saved it on another device. The recommended 11-year sentence feels like a middle ground. It's not the maximum possible penalty, but it's still long enough to reflect the seriousness of the charges. Okay, Leanne. Okay. Leanne, you ain't putting that in Chat GPT, are you? That sounds like a Chat GPT response. Oh my gosh. Hope there is a call. Show from out of the country. It's 708-328-6537. 708-328-6537. Leanne, okay, with the okay, very, very intellectual. Leanne, you ain't putting that in Chat GPT, are you? I like to have fun. That's not a Chat GPT response. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. So there were about 4 or 5 letters to the judge. Oh my goodness. Can I read this? I don't even know if I can read this. Sheesh. Okay. Okay, I'm about to read this, y'all. Oh gosh. Let me turn this around. I ain't gonna read this whole thing. It says here, can't call. Oh, you can't call 708-328-6537. Oh, because it's international for you. But you're in a chat, so it's fine. Call in or chat. It says here, and this is from Cassandra Ventura Fine. It says, Dear Judge Subterranean, I think that's how you say his name. We are writing to you extremely concerned parents regarding the upcoming sentencing of the defendant referenced above, and that is Sean Combs. I'm sorry, I'm reading from my phone. Okay. We have read many online reports that state that months are being suggested for his punishment sentence as opposed to the many years that we feel he deserves. Oh, wow. Okay, let me get into the meat of this. It says 11 years is the length of time this horrific nightmare lasts. Oh my gosh. Woo! Ooh. Leanne, you funny. I'm reading this letter. Oh my gosh. Cassie is basically saying in his letter, 11 years is the length of time this horrific nightmare lasted, meaning, okay, so the prosecutors, the feds are recommending 11 years. So Cassie is like, hey, 11 years is the time frame I suffered under Sean Combs. Okay, let me continue reading. And I'll post this in the community section. During that time, our daughter was, no, this is Cassie's mother. Wait a minute. Oh, victim one. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sheesh, there's a lot of letters. Okay, this is Cassie's mother. Okay, Cassie mother. I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay, it says 11 years is the length of time this horrific nightmare lasted. During that time, our daughter was beaten repeatedly and exposed to harmful and captious amounts of drugs. She was held like a prisoner, kidnapping by the defendant when her face told the story of a BEATING. She was coerced to perform actual acts with strangers, prostitutes, for the defendant's own actual gratification. None of the actual acts were consensual, as there is no consent in a domestic violence relationship. Woo! There was always the threat of violence. Everything she did with, everything she did with, for, and because of this defendant was self-preservation. Sheesh, y'all. This is Cassie's mother. Okay, she was in actual facts brutalized by the defendant's power and depravity. Our daughter is dealing with the psychological, emotional, as well as the physical aftermath of the abuse she endured at the hands of the defendant. She will be left to deal with the trauma of his abuse for beyond a 27-month sentence, with time served as suggested by the defense. Woo! So the defense, Diddy's team, is saying 27 months with time served. Okay. So Cassie Mother further states, we believe the charges that the defendant was convicted of are not only federal crimes, but they are also severe violations of human self-worth and freedom. Clearly, a vile abuse of power coupled with an immense disregard for human life. To sentence lightly in this case that involves such vicious abuse of our daughter's body, safety, and dignity is to dismiss her very existence. Oh my gosh. This is my first time reading this, you guys. Ooh. To sentence lightly would also send a dangerous message. A sentence that is handed down in months instead of years send a message that such repulsive behavior can happen without meaningful consequence. In closing, we, her parents, urge you to deliver a sentence that appropriately reflects the severity and depravity of the abuse, the breach of trust, and the suffering that our daughter experienced. The justice system must be a place where the voice, excuse me, it says the justice system must be a place where the voice of those who have endured actual and physical abuse are heard, believed, and honored with appropriate accountability. Thank you for your time and your consideration. Sincerely, Regina and Roderick Ventura, Cassandra Ventura's finds parents, victim number one. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, y'all. Oh my gosh. I was looking for Cassie's letter. I'll post this too. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Her parents, whew, they said 11 years is the amount of time she was with him and suffered. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my gosh. This one, is this from Cassie? Yeah, this one is from Cassie. And this is gonna be the last one I read, you guys. She submitted a letter to the judge. This one is from Cassie, y'all. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys. Okay. Back my bad. Had to get my other glasses. Sheesh. Okay. Dear Judge, Romanian. Okay. I have been in a cycle of thoughts and then overthought writing this letter to you. If there is one thing I have learned from this experience, it is that victims and survivors will never be safe. Although I can hope for justice and accountability, I have come to not I have come to not trust anything. I hope that your decision considers the truths at hand that the jury failed to see. For 4 days in May, while 9 months pregnant with my son, I testified in front of a packed courtroom about the most traumatic and horrifying chapter in my life. For those who are coming in, I'm reading a Cassie letter to the judge. The last letter I read was her parents' letter to the judge. Okay, it says here, I testified that from age 19, Sean Combs used violence, threats, substances, and control over my career to trap me in over a decade of abuse. He groomed me into performing repeated acts with hired male esque workers during multi-day freak off, which occurred nearly weekly. Oh, sheesh. Oh, gosh. I was forced into lingerie and heels, told exactly how to look, plied with drugs and alcohol so he could control me like a puppet. These events were degrading and disgusting, leaving me with infections, illnesses, and days of physical and emotional exhaustion before he demanded it all again. As the acts became my full time job, used as the only way to stay in his good graces. Oh my gosh. I testified that I learned to read Sean's, I testified that I learned to read Sean Combs' signals, knowing that when he spoke of Ecoff, he was demanding them, and that refusing meant punishment, losing my car, my phone, or worse. He controlled every part of my livelihood and threatened to destroy my reputation by leaking sex tapes, a threat he repeated often. His power over me eroded my independence and a sense of self until I felt I had no choice but to submit. When he believed I had wronged him or was not sufficiently responsive, he also threatened people around me and those close to me, including my family. I regularly worried that displeasing him meant putting my family and friends' safety at risk. I testified how beyond these threats, Sean Combs frequently used violence to get his way. Over the nearly 11 years we were together, Sean Combs would hit me, punch me, stomp on my face, pull my hair, and throw my body to the ground and against the wall. The jury saw pictures of bruises on my back from Combs kicking me and saw the deep gash over my eye he caused, which he slammed me into a bed frame. The entire courtroom watched actual footage of Combs kicking and beating me as I tried to run away from a ink-off in 2016. People watched this footage dozens of times, seeing my body thrown to the ground, my hands over my head, curled into a fetal position to shield me from the worst blows. This physical violence caused bruises that makeup artists paid for by Sean Combs will cover up, as well as permanent scars all over my body. Woo! Oh my gosh. That's that from what I gather. I don't see another page, so woo! Oh, what the F? How old is the child? She's a grown woman now, Norjana. She was 19 when it started. This is wild. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. That was, like I said, now that letter, the first letter I read was her parents. I didn't know that, and I didn't even think that 11 years, when they put the 11 years in the letter, even Cassie, when she referenced the 11 years, which is the sentencing recommendation of the federal government prosecutors, that's how long she's been with him. That's how long she's been with Diddy, when she was with him, for 11 years. So, yeah, may the truth prevail, and may that be reminded that everyone deserves dignity and protection. Right, Leanne. Hope she really gets the justice. Yeah. And like I read, her mom did mention about the consent thing. When you are, to my understanding, legal wise, when you are under the influence of anything, that's not consent. So, I mean, even if you're in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, or or whatever you want to call it, it's not consent. And I learned that in legal classes too. So I remember the professor is a criminal law attorney, and he basically was like telling us, like, talk to your kids. It's not consent if he just gave us various scenarios. If you have kids that's underage and engaging in, or whatever, X and X, and you have a teenager that's 17 and a teenager that's 16, that's not consent. That's not consent either from a legal perspective. So, but yeah, that letter was very powerful. Her mom wrote, and her dad, and wow, 11 years. 11 years. Woo. So yeah. But yeah, you guys. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, she's made whole. I don't think, this is just my opinion, with whatever decision is made for a sentencing or release, Even if, just say, for instance, he was doing 30, 40 years, I don't think that will make her whole. I don't. Based off of her own personal experience, it seems like she was young, 19, impressionable. This is just my opinion, and was introduced to the rock and roll type of lifestyle. Not to say that that it's okay or not okay, and maybe things just got out of hand for her when it came to dealing with the older guy. And I'm not saying it's right. And it's like, okay, if you want to ride this ride, this is what I require, you know. So, and that sucks. That sucks. It's like I'm thinking too, where was her parents? Like, her parents are together. Like, I don't. I'm having a difficult time understanding, because usually they say when someone is possibly like naive or impressionable and all of that, that means that the father is not in the home. That studies and statistics kind of point to things like that. But her parents have been married for years, decades. So I don't know. I'm not understanding. Maybe they thought that she knew what she was doing, and maybe they didn't find out until later on, or years later, that she was in too deep. And yeah, I don't know. So, but yeah, this is a call in show, you guys. 708-328-6537, 708-328-6537. I'll be right back, you guys. Hold on. Okay, y'all, my bad. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and do the cash prize giveaway drawing. It's basically those who are subscribed, who's in the chat, who chatted up tonight. I appreciate you all. We got Michael, dropped a comment, Leanne, Norjana, Charmaine, appreciate y'all. So what I'm doing over here, you can't see me, but names is going in the hat, and I got my son picking the names. So so just give me a second. Hope she really gets justice. Yeah, Norjana, I hope she really gets justice. So yeah, I'm doing a cash prize giveaway right now. It was only for people who dropped, some comments. I appreciate you guys. And without further ado, let's see, who is this? Norjana, you were selected. Norjana, congratulations. Is Norjana still here? Drop a comment. Drop a comment. You still here, Norjana? Okay. I was gonna say next. Okay, y'all. This was a subscriber mode only chat. I think I'm going to be doing this moving forward. Subscriber mode for the cash prize giveaway. I appreciate you guys, Norjana. Give me about 24 to 48 hours. Okay, I see you, Norjana. Congrats, you won. Congrats. So moving forward, I did this on a subscriber mode. This was my test anyway. This was the test. This was the third quarter cash prize giveaway, and probably gonna cam up next time because it'll be the last cash prize giveaway will be in December, and yeah. So yes, congratulations, Norjana, and that cash prize giveaway will be the same way via chat, sub mode only. Those who are subscribers, I put it in subscriber mode only because I just want to give my subscribers the opportunity more of a chance instead of random people who just pass on by and this and that and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm probably going to next time, more than likely, do more of a promotion of this because I really didn't promote it like that, like I wanted to. Been busy. My apologies, but in December it's going down. I'm gonna be more prepared, and yeah, we gonna try to turn it up. I'm gonna be on camera and everything the next one. So, but yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I don't want to keep you all long. And Norjana, same process. If you, I don't know if you won before in the past. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Leanne, I think you have. But hey, hit me on an email at the TP Legal and we'll go from there. Do the checks and all of that. You have to have Cash App or PayPal or Zelle. So yeah. But okay, you guys, have a good rest of your night. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll talk to you soon. This process, Norjana, will be 24 to 48 hours. So bear with me. But thank y'all for jumping in the chat. Thank you guys for joining in the conversation. And that ends and concludes our third quarter cash prize giveaway here on the Mix. Good night. Congrats. Thank y'all. Bye.